But, I wonder, do you find this latest move and another $300 billion or so in market value added over the last few weeks somewhat stunning?
Well, I do. Look, the stock's up 50% just in the month of October alone. So that's stunning. You also have to ask yourself, is this stock nosebleedy high at a $1.19 trillion valuation? It is. But don't forget the fundamentals. Tesla is a company that's growing from $32 billion in revenue last year to $51 billion this year. That's 50% year-over-year growth. No one in the auto industry is doing anything close to that. Second, Tesla is the clear leader in EVs. They've got a clear advantage in battery production costs, which has enabled them to be profitable 9 quarters in a row. Now they're about to open new plants in Germany and Austin, further reducing costs. Tesla's sitting in the catbird seat. We'll see how long they can stay on top.
Well, that is, of course, the key question. I mean, everything you mentioned, many might say, has already been accounted for in that $1.2 trillion market value. What about when more competition starts to hit the market? We hear about new entrants all the time. Rivian's going to be coming public. Lucid's out there now delivering. And others, of course, with the names Ford and GM and on. Is it going to create more competition that could potentially hurt this company?
Well, I think it is going to create competition for Tesla. I think for the next 6 months, Tesla's going to do well. The others, just simply put, got started too late. But here are the things to remember. Tesla has real advantages in 3 areas that people often don't talk about. First, they're the first ones to bring battery production in-house. That lowers costs. They are the leader in what's called the new 4680 form factor. They will continue to have a lead in lower cost batteries. Second, they are the leader in building connected cars. For some reason, it took 8 years before the other automakers began to make all of their cars connected. Tesla's a leader in what's called selling OTA, over-the-air software features. This is why Tesla's average gross margin is in the mid-20s, while most other auto companies are in the high teens. But as you step back a bit, here's what I think is going to happen. A lot of automakers may have started too late. I think Ford's going to have difficulties. I think GM started too late. Toyota, the world's largest auto company, was in denial about electric vehicles, and they waited way too long. The ones that I think are interesting are Volkswagen. Herbert Diess moved very quickly. He is getting near cost parity in batteries with Tesla, and the Chinese. People forget China is the biggest auto market in the world. For the first time, you're going to see Chinese auto brands on the streets in America. This battle is going to get interesting quick, and then everybody's waiting for the big smackdown in trucks. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly getting interesting quick, Steve. It's Morgan. It seems to me that part of the reason we saw such an incredible move on the Hertz news with Tesla is because, to your point, the connectivity, the data, the technology that's involved in this, the fact that it was also a deal that was struck with Uber as well, it speaks to kind of the future of mobility and this idea of robo-taxis and everything else that all of this technology built by companies like Tesla is going to enable. So we're going to see more of these types of partnerships and deals. And if so, how far away or maybe how close is the reality of those types of fleets?
Well, look, here's the big picture. The whole world is finally realizing the auto industry is going all electric. Europeans, already 15% of total car sales in Europe are electric. U.S. still in the high single digits, but we will be catching up. Americans are waking up. And Tesla's the brand people want. Now, the rest of the world will make better cars. They will eventually provide the connectivity and the over-the-air services that Tesla is, but they're going to have to catch up on battery technology. And then there's also the issue of who gets to autonomous functionality first. And there, too, Tesla appears to have the lead. But we're going to have to see how long they can hold it. Expect a lot of pressure as everybody comes into the market. The other thing people should be looking at, I expect there's going to be what I call the great shakeout in the auto industry, because precisely when all these new brands are coming into the market, like Lucid, as you mentioned, and even Apple in the near future, the next generation appears to be increasingly happy with ride-hailing. And as that ride-hailing becomes autonomous and less expensive, you may see too many car companies on the market precisely when there's a pullback on sales. We'll see.